Can we hear me now? Yeah, it looks like we've got some sort of reaction at last. Can we all hear me now? Yes? No? Yeah. So there we go. Hi, Tiff, and welcome to the stream. And ooh, day night. Very nice. Hope you have fun. Now, whether anybody wants to come and join me or not, that's entirely up to them. But it's always good to have people on. So if you do feel like joining, links there at the top of the chat. Come here, you. Sticky there. Now we'll change over camera angle in a minute. And I noticed that I've actually picked up a few more subscribers. So welcome to the new subscribers. I hope you enjoy the content. I try to do what I can for people. And we do generally have a bit of fun. And just enjoy as a hobby. Okay, so the first bag's already sorted. And then we have John Pauline saying, morning all. Now, I'll get rid of these bits in here because these are all non-Lego pieces. So put them into the other trays out of the way. Time being. Oh, get rid of them. Oh. Now we'll just go through a few. Yeah, it was just before I was due to start, hence the reason why I'm a couple of minutes late, is that my mate is just needed someone to try to steal his motorbike. So I was on a call with him trying to sort out getting his bike sorted again. Because some little oik up the road has tried nicking it, which he doesn't want. So yes, this is book one of the Titanic build. And there's 3 sections of this. So yeah, looking forward to building this. As I said before, it's one of my main grail kits that I wanted. And it's mainly because my sons wanted me to get it. Well, Roaring. And yeah, it's going to be a fun build, as far as I can tell. So there we go. That's page 4. As I said, there's 9,090 pieces to this set. So this is actually going to be my largest set that I've ever built. And at some point or other, I've got to go out and buy a piece of timber that's wide enough to sit on here in this area. So I can actually then put shelves up for other builds. So I was sitting in the green room chatting with Joshy last night. And I mentioned that just sitting here in front of me, I have 25 Lego sets or Schlego sets, a mixture of both. And it's sort of like taking over, and they take up quite a bit of space. I mean, there's all the windowsills covered in them. Our shelf up there's covered in them. Both the actual desk shelves here are covered, plus underneath them. So we are definitely going to need some shelving space, because even the wardrobe behind me, as you can see, on top of it, that's fun as well. So yeah, we're going to have to start getting some shelves up and put things away in proper places. And yeah, I've even got more sets downstairs that I've built, and that's including the aircraft carrier that I built over the last couple of days. And then there was this that I finished last night, which is a little digger. So, caught it. So we have that. All these have got to find new homes. So yeah. Let's see. Come back up on top of the chat. Here we go. Yeah, the reason why there was no sound is because my laptop obviously decided it's going to do an update, and it's having a hissy fit. So it's like, yeah. So you got Tiffany out on a date night, getting ready for it, and then we've got James saying yes, and then you've got Tiffany saying loud and clear, and then you've got James saying have a nice night to Tiffany, and then John Paul saying morning all. So good morning, John Paul, and welcome to the stream. And you got James saying hi to John Paul, and goes and James also saying, oh, that's not good. And then we've got Craig Dukesy saying hi, Ross, and all in chat. So afternoon, Craig, and welcome to the stream. James is saying hi to Craig. Craig saying hi to James. And then we've got Joshy. And then we've got Mr. Joshy saying, all right, dude, folks in chat. Now, Joshy, I did send you the link if you want to come and join me. You're more than welcome to. And then James was saying, good weekend, Craig Dukes. And you got Craig saying hi to Joshy. Then James was saying hi to Joshy. And you got Craig saying, Jamesy, it was great. The Navy won too. So, yeah. So, hopefully, I might have to wait to get the lighting set. So, it has slightly really annoyed me. Well, yeah, slightly really annoyed. It's really annoyed me that when you order something and then they're trying to make excuses, plus all the sort of rigmarole that come with that is where they're sort of not understood that they've sent me this micro building set of the Titanic instead of the actual lighting set, but yet on their advertisement it states quite clearly that it's the lighting set for my set. So, and then they're sort of like, oh, well, yeah. And then for every single email I receive from it, so, oh, can you adjust your feedback? Because I put negative feedback up. And I thought, no, I'm not going to adjust my feedback because it's an honest feedback. It's a negative one, but an honest one. And if they don't like it, well, basically hard luck. But there we go. I mean, these things happen, and sadly we can't control that. But it's just annoying that they expect you to change their feedback just because they're giving you money back. And yet, how many other people that have gone through this same thing, and especially when it comes to Lego, and like most people, you want your Lego sets to look perfect. So hence the reason why I got the proper lighting set for it and everything like that. And they just decided to send me something that was completely different to what it was, and making up excuses saying, oh, well, it's inside the box. And I'm like, well, no, there's a box with this micro set. So what I'm going to probably do is during the process of this build, I'm going to basically do a giveaway where I'm going to give that micro set away to people, to somebody. So we will think at some point or other of a question and an answer, and then at the end of the build or halfway through the build, we will do a giveaway of that Titanic micro block set. So it's going to come out that way, and it doesn't matter where you're from in the world. If you're in America, Australia, wherever, you can enter the competition, and I will post it out to you. I don't know, dude. Are you been screwing things up again, Joshy? I didn't actually see any reply. That's because I've been busy dealing with my other mate who is I don't know. Joshy, we know it ain't nothing to do with the quiz. That's you and your special subscriber list, isn't it? We know. So yeah, because I think Josh is going to be doing a thing on Phil's stream tomorrow, which is to do with Star Wars. But then again, we can always say like start sort of like pestering and saying, "Oh no, it's actually Star Trek." So yeah, so with that ado, let's change the old camera, and hopefully the sound will carry on working. I don't know what's happened with that earlier, but we will see. There we go. So, must have knocked the camera. There we go. Mind you, what we were chatting till the fairly early hours of this morning again, weren't we? After Tiff's stream yesterday, so that's quite fun. And maybe at some point fairly soon, I will actually try and get some sleep. And we have Mr. Revo Dave in saying hi all. Trek Wars. Okay, so let's see. We need you and one of you. See, in order of putting the first two pieces of the Titanic together. Way. You. To there, and then you. To there. And then we've got Josh going Revo Las Vegas, and then we've got Josh saying Trek Wars, and James saying Revo Dave. Hi. Now, at some point, hopefully, with this set, I am going to, well, what I would like is to build a case for this, because I do have the memorabilia from the Revell 1400 Titanic set, which came with like postcards and everything like that from the Titanic, as well as like a ticket from the White Star line. So hopefully, if I can find all that stuff out, I know I've got a rough idea where it is, but I've got to find it all out. Once I find it, I will then find something already. No, you think I had 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we put you in the bin like that. You want to do it like so. And you're saying it's Tiff's fault. I don't know. Always blaming somebody else, aren't you, Joshy? Where are we? Here. So, there we go. That's him. And we need you two need one, that one. So, put you in like that. You into there. And the yellow block. Let's turn it right to that side. And we want one of the black pins wherever they're gone. How did you? And then you've got Riva saying hi to Joshy. He's also saying hi to James. Look at you. So hopefully my two boys will be watching this. Whether they do or don't, I don't know. But hopefully they will be watching this. Or maybe even catching up later on. So whatever they're doing, I hope they're having a wonderful day. It's been a big holiday. Now, for how long this stream goes on for, I haven't got a Scooby. It all depends how I feel and whether I stay awake long enough. So we need one of you. And you. There. And, you two. There. One there. Oh, I missed out something. I don't know. In the right place. Now, to be honest, I've never actually seen this Lego set completely built, even though they supposedly had one in at the lead shop where I bought this. But because it's a defunct set, they'd obviously got rid of theirs. So I know it's actually quite a big build. And it's supposed to, I think, I'm just bleeding the wrong place as well. Concentrate. There we go. That's why I always keep these handy. There we go. Next, we need 2 more of these. Around to that side. Next shape. And you onto there. You there. And 2 of these. Alright, 6 block. And here's this one. Yeah. And a few of them, but I want them too as well. Next up we need, I'll put you to one side a minute. And then we have Mr. Harry Markin saying, hi everyone. He's also saying, Let's get off for a minute. You got really saying, Ross, when you build the bulkhead, make sure they go all the way up. Well, yeah. Well, the Titanic did learn that reason why they should do, not doing it. And then what Harry's saying, good afternoon, Ross. Taking the safety approach today. No sharp, pointy, stabby things. No. As you can see, blunt end. But we do have a pointy, sharpy, stabby thing there, but it has its cap on. So yeah, we're staying well away from them today. I mean, yeah. The swelling on this thing has now gone down, but it's still, I can still feel the tip of the actual blade in my bone on my finger there, so it's still there. So, we need all of you. Hello. What are you? 1 of the 3, the other one. That's it. There we go. 1, 2. 2 of them. 1 of them. 2 of them. You. Oh, we need 2 of them too. And 2 of them. So hopefully we should have everything we need now. We'll go like that. Like that. And that. You go behind it there. And you. Oh, that's what I did miss. 1 of you. 2 of you. Yeah. That one in there. And you want to there. And we need you going down there. You on the end. On there. On there. And goes into there. You want it there. And then you onto there. And you Okay. And everybody saying hi to Harry, and Harry saying hi to everybody else, and then we've got Joshie saying hi to Harry, and then Harry saying hi to Joshie. So again, 2 of you. You and you. You and you. And you want it there. That's right. That there. There is one there. And you want to there. There we go. We need. What are you? What are you? So we need braces. So we have you like so. And that. Need you to your these two. Okay, so we need first we need you to want two. We need 4 this 1, 2, 3, 4. So how's everybody's days going? Are we all having fun and enjoying the bank holiday? We need these two, so that's going to go down so, and then you want to do that. Right? Get in there and go. Then this goes on to the end of it. So, yeah. Next up, we need 2 other mount pieces. Go on there. That one go on there. I'm going to put you on there. And you onto there. Josh, you're getting old and knackered, mate. That's why. And you don't always pick up the right ideas for IT skills when you look at the your OnlyFans page on the Blue Oyster Club. Yeah, so it looks all that in place. What are you? one. You there. And we want you to there. You want to there. Very much true, Harry. I totally agree with you on that. Because even though I have a level 3 qualification in IT system support, nowadays it means absolutely jack, because my qualification was from over 15 years ago. And because most of my work consists of just basically working on building sites and everything like that, I basically just lost all sort of understanding of what should be done with those things, those skills. So hence the reason why I'm going back to uni now and doing my qualification again. So I've just finished my foundation degree, and next in September I start my bachelor's degree. So yeah, looking forward to that. But just finding something to do between then, which should hopefully consist on rebuilding my channel a bit more and streaming a lot more often. So I should have the time to do that now. And I've basically got most of my assignments finished. I've just got a couple more little bits to do on my last 2 assignments, and then they get submitted on Wednesday. And then hopefully I'll get me qualification through for that. I did IT skills and M3 level computer science at college 10 years ago. Waste of time and effort, as I don't use them and even used to do coding. Yep. It's just all over my head now. Yeah, it does, because the abilities of computer and understanding the systems nowadays have literally gone from like that little bit to in that speed. When you think the average qualification you can get nowadays for computing and everything like that, it basically vanishes. Well, the ability of what you learn is outdated within, I don't know, say a week and a half from when you've got your qualification. So yeah, it's just one of them. And as I said, it soon vanishes. And to understand those qualifications, it's especially after putting all the time and effort into actually getting there, only to have that sort of like screw you over. It can become very, very, very annoying. And it's like today when I was setting up for the stream, for some reason or other, my StreamYard had updated as well. So therefore it put it into portrait mode. Now, portrait mode means you've got like a small little side screen to it. So I'm like thinking, what the hell's going on? And then I suddenly noticed that it was on portrait, so therefore I changed it back. But it's like how to confuse people very, very quickly, because they keep changing stuff. And it's not fair on us old codgers. I just keep telling myself that I'm only doing this because I'm actually wanting to go into teaching. And the only way I can get into teaching is if I get me a bachelor's degree. And then I've got another year of studying to do after that to get me qualified teacher status. So, yeah. It's going to be a busy next 4 years, let's put it that way. And then hopefully, by the time I get qualified, I'll probably get a good, maybe 10 to 15 years teaching. So that should give me a nice healthy pension at the end of it as well. That's the plan. Whether it works or not, different matter. Now, I'm not sure if there's anybody else streaming today. There could be at some point. Okay, we seem. We need 4 of them, but we've only got 3 of them. That'd be not good. That's all looking correct. Strange. Why have we got? Yeah, well, we'll have to use a little red one. I've got a spare. And as it's going to be inside the boat, you're not going to see it anyway once the actual side panel's gone on. So that will do for the time being. Need you on top of here. So oh yeah, need you, and then you, and that one, and one of you with Tib, one of you, and that one. And we should have you. Into there. Down to there. And I've done that back to front, haven't I? I have indeed. Got half of it right, but no, part's wrong. Oops. You got Harry saying Terry's member stream on at 5 p.m. Yeah, probably. I'm sure what I stream is not going to really interfere with him, and it's a members only one. So I normally go through that, to be honest with you. One. It's going to go like that. Then put that red one in. And blink. Blue. Tibby. Along over the top. You there. I got Tiffany saying, Joshy, what are you blaming me for? I just got out of the shower and see something is my fault. Yeah, well, that's Josh's fault. He was always trying to blame everybody else instead of taking the blame for himself. So you've got my permission, Tiffy, to have a go at him as much as you want, because he only gets what he deserves, of course. Okay. Next up, we need these two. There. to you. Okay. That's all done. Now we need you. I'm going to go across there like so. And in 4. Okay, so as my sort of like Lego building section sort of moves forward, what I'm intending to do is where I've got a big box down over there, over that side, of all official Lego pieces and some non-Lego bits which I've got to sort through. And it's from my son's older sets. And there's a few different ones in there. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sorting through them and then using the Lego app to actually hunt all the pieces down for each and every set that he's actually had in the past. And then I'm going to hopefully rebuild those sets and work forward from them. So if all goes well, we shall be seeing some of the old classic Lego City sets coming through my channel where I'm actually building them on. So yeah, it's going to be something for me to sort out and do and provide content for the channel so you can actually see them getting rebuilt. And then, as I said, there'll be content to the channel where it will show that the upgrading of this room, they'll probably be videoed and then sort of like made into shorts. And you're going, wait, what? What am I blaming? Pass. You were blaming something for Tiffy earlier on, and it does state it quite clearly. Now, if you want, let's see, we'll go through here. It's quite clearly states there, and that is your name there, and it quite clearly says it's Tiffy's fault. So, what are you blaming her for? Or is Josh's selective memory come into place again? That onto there. That one onto there. You onto there. Onto you on the top. There, like so. Now two of you. This one. One and one. That going into. Not just saying that wasn't me. We beg to differ. The proof is in the pudding, as it says, as they say. It's looking good. I have been so much waiting to go start this set. It's been sat there for quite some time now. For probably about a month. This Lego set has, and it's like every time you build something on it, it's like, yeah. That one there. That one there. Well, almost finished bag. Well, almost finished bag one. Oh, it's the wrong way around. Get it the right way around, Ross. It usually helps. Like so. And then you like so. That one there. There. Turn that round. And there we go. So that is bags 1 completed, and we do have a few little spare bits, which I always like getting because they go into the drawers, which I have set up over there, the other side of the room, where I keep all the official spare Lego pieces that I get from any new set, because you never know when you might need them. So we want bag number 2, which is behind me. But that's one thing I do like about the way Lego has changed the bags from being plastic to paper now. I think that's one of the wisest moves they've made for a while. So one of the questions I get asked when it comes to doing proper Lego to actually mock sets, which you can get for cheaper. Now, with me, it's like, because you can get these, I could have got the Titanic set for a lot cheaper than what I paid if I'd bought one of the mock sets off of Temu, AliExpress, and all that lot, which is all well and good. But when you sort of like investing this sort of money into a set, to me, I always prefer to buy a official set. And it's one of the things that I've always said to myself, that if I'm going to put money in, especially to these bigger sets, I would buy official sets and not get mock sets. Now I've got another one of the sets that I wanted to get was the Tantive, the original one, and I think it's something like 2,700 odd pieces to it. Now, if I were to buy that set as is with the box and everything like that, it'd probably cost me, I think, close to £1,000. Now, the way I've done it is I've actually gone to the official sort of like Lego sites for like Rebrick and Bricklink and Brick Owl, and I have literally been out and bought all the parts from it. So I just basically get the parts list from Lego, and then I just slowly, after printing it off, went slowly through it all, and then over time bought all the pieces for it. So I have that upstairs, and I do have all the bits for it. But the only thing I'm missing now is the figures, or 4 of the figures. I've got R2D2. I'm missing the Princess Leia in that one, but Londo, I think it is. That figure alone is like 70 odd quid. Just that one little figure. And the thing is, though, it's not the actual figure itself, it's his head and his cloak that the expensive parts. The cloak itself, even though it's just a little bit of fabric, is I think, was it 36 quid? And then the head is like another 30 quid. A little round yellow headpiece. Well, it's not yellow, it's flesh coloured, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's annoying. So we've got Dorsaurus saying, "Hi Ross, Chatland and people. Good afternoon, William, and welcome to the stream." So we now need two small bags in this one. Move it around it. And get these sorted. And just in case anybody wants to come and join me, there's the link to come and join the channel, the stream. You're more than welcome to. I'll keep putting it in every so often, so that people can then come and join in if they do seem to want to. Don't do it together like that. And then you, and then you. Right, back in a second, please. Okay. Oops, wish. So what have people got planned for their bank holiday other than sitting here watching little old me building the Titanic? Now, the reason why I sort of do this, it makes it a lot easier when trying to find stuff if I space it out and sort it out before I start building. So yeah, I do apologise for this taking a few minutes. But normal building services will be returned as soon as possible. It's a good job about having a double-sided desk. You got Craig saying, I'm on call unfortunately, but I do get the day off later when I want. That's fair enough, I suppose. But being on call on a bank holiday, yeah, I suppose it would have been better if you got do you get the extra money though for working on call for bank holiday? That's the main thing. Because now worse than working a bank holiday and not getting the benefits other than just the day off. Because to me, I think that's a bit sneaky when companies do that. Oh yeah, if you work bank holiday, we'll give you a day off whenever you want later on. But yet you're still being put out to actually doing working a bank holiday and getting no sort of benefit from it. It's fine. Where have you gone? You wouldn't have gone far because the carpet monster would have taken him. Ah, there you are. Gotcha. Okay. Let's commence. We need you two. I'll bring you over. Wrong way around. Else usually helps. You went in it. And we need you onto there. You onto there. You onto there. And we've got two red ones there. Yellow one. these. There. That one there. That one there. 8. Going from there. And one new. And we want Jesus. New. And that one there. Right there. I know you feel down here somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Whee! Me too, carpet monster nil. So that one's there. Now with this page, I think, well, this booklet section, I think there's 339 stages to it, I think. And William saying, I finished up the Nissan Altima this morning. Nice. What's next on the bench then, William? We've got 2 of these. We've got to build some separate bits, so we'll put you over there a minute. And we do, looks like it's going to be 2 of these mirror imaged. So we'll do that. 2, 3, 4. There. And there. And there. And there. And there. So that's down 2 mirror imaged. It's just going to be one of them days today, isn't it? It ain't dropping, it's being knocked over and everything else. Oh dear me. Why, oh why? Okay, now we'll leave the bits here on the floor. Come on. And you've got William saying, I have 2 planes to finish and 1 helicopter. Yeah. Let's see. So that's them 2 there. You're starting to get a bit of girth. Next, yeah, we're building some sort of triangular thing. Need one of them, and one of them. That goes into there. And need fuel. And one of you. One of you. Okay. 3. Let me sort this out a bit more. People see. Nickety. Winnie you. And you in the end. Yellow 4. And that one. And then we also want, where are you? There you are. To go on there, like so. Next up, we need turn around. One of you and one of you, and you are going to go on there. That's 4 underneath there, like so. And goes on to that's it, like so. Round 2 underneath there. And we want the black wedge on there. Okay, so on the final stretch with a Mang Mastiff. Nice. So hopefully now that my term is finished at uni until September, I'm going to start putting a bit more effort into getting the Lancaster finished. Because to be quite honest, yeah, I'd lost me modelling mojo, so to speak. Hence the reason why I've sort of like concentrated on building Lego and Schlego, as I call it. But now I can sort of relax a bit more, especially now that I've only got these last 2 bits of my assignments to do. I can actually now sort of concentrate on getting the Lancaster done. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully reconnecting a bit more with Marcus so it brings him back onto the stream a bit more with me as we used to. And then basically having a lot more fun, because yeah, I have missed it, don't get me wrong, but my own mental health and well-being to me is more of a priority than sticking bits of plastic together. And then once I've got the Lanc finished, I'm gonna start building the 1/200 Titanic. So yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to doing that. And then that one. There we go. You and you. You're going to go on the end. You're going to go in there. And one of you. Go in there. And tip in. Go on to there. Okay. There you go. And then we want you into there. And Kadoki. Have you onto there, and you onto there. We'll tap it together. Yay! Next. I want 2 more of these. And so that one. Let's go onto there. Today. There. You onto there, and you onto there. That's a bit better. Mind you, I've already got the kettle kit. Don't keep knocking it with my head now. Two of these. And these two. Zip. And onto there. On. Fly. Oh, I've actually forgotten something. Dope. It usually helps if you get them the right way around, Ross. There we do. Good. Anything else? That bit. Then we have completely missed out a stage altogether. Which is that one onto there, that onto there. That now wiggles up. Yep. That goes onto there like so. And there, down to there. Then that one. And then you onto there. That's better. Yep. You into there. You onto there. Hey, that's better. It looks something about right now. You onto D. There. Teach me for rushing through stages when I should actually take more notice of what I'm doing. So that's that and that. And that's looking about right. Next bit. I'm going to join this onto this bit. And we've got you joined onto there, and you joined onto there, and you onto there. And I think that's that part looking pretty good. So that's where we're up to so far. And this is now halfway, I'll probably say about halfway through bags 2. So it's definitely going to be substantial. So next up we are building one of the masterpieces by the looks of it. So what are you? And then what are you? Twill. Then to that one. To you. Get over there. 2 black pins. To you. And then you 2. I think that's about everything. I'll put you onto there. On that side. On that side. And you go into a center point somewhere. That's it. It usually helps us if you actually put them in as well. There we go. And that's really main mask coming up through, I think. And we do that. So we want you onto there, you onto there. And we've got you. And you. Bring this one over. And we have you going where? Onto there, by the looks of it. And there. That one in there. That then goes into there like so. So yeah, looking to come together slowly but surely. Next. So what are you going to be building after you've finished your Mastiff then, Craig? That's in the wrong position. There. And that white plate goes there. Two of these. And it's Sarah Jane. Hello, my love. How are you doing? Haven't seen you around for quite some time. I hope you're doing well, Sarah Jane. And thank you very much for dropping in. As you join us, Sarah, you've actually found me building my most expensive Lego set. Because this set cost me £589. And it probably won't be my most expensive time I finished. Because at some point or other, I will be buying more. So that's going to sit like so. And we have one there, one there. Getting there, Ross. Been a naff year. How's the studies coming along? The studies are going all right. I've got 2 assignments just to finish off, and they get submitted this Wednesday. So one of them I've got to do like a video thing, so I'm not looking forward to that part. But other than that, that's fine. And then I'm off of studying from till September when I start back my new year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You got William saying hi to Sarah Jane, and you're giving her hearts. And you got Sarah Jane, how much? You could have brought a ticket on the real Titanic for that. One way, of course, very much so. And she's also saying hi to William. So yeah, I mean, my next probably one that I'm saving up for is the Mandalorian Naboo fighter. That can be my next major set, and then I might actually get the dark saber and then try and figure a way of building the blade for the dark saber and lighting it up at the same time. That's what I'd like to do. But yeah, it's going to be a fairly chunky kit when you think about this is just the first part, and that's the nose section, which is it's 28 centimeters long so far, just with that bit. So yeah, but it's nice of you to drop in and see me, Sarah Jane. Very much appreciated. Oh, pardon me. Okay, I think that's that part done. Okay, only 6 of these. So you're going to go into there. Great, harder. That's it, and then the last two on the front there. And what's the next bit? That's there. I need you, one of you, and one of you. All going on there. Next is full blue. And you. What James was saying, hey there, Sarah Jane. And there we go. I pretend I know what that is. No doubt it's an unmentionable subject. You got Sarah saying hi to James, boy. Well, yeah. Well, to you it may well be. But hey, it's one of them, really. But like I was saying earlier, with buying sets of this sort of caliber, where you like the major sets, I could have got it cheaper if I'd gone to, as I said earlier, from AliExpress, Temu, and that sort of thing, and TikTok Shop. They do have them cheaper. But to me, when you're buying these iconic sets, you don't want to be buying sort of rebranded sets, if you know what I mean. You just basically want to buy the original proper stuff. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I intend to do anyway. So then we want you onto there. That's not right there. What am I doing here? Concentrate on what you're doing, Ross. Usually helps. So that one. And that one. One of you. And just that brown tab there. The yellow on top. Like so. And one of them go on to there, then that. Okay. That then goes on to there. You go on to there. You go on to there. And then this one goes on to there. Thank you. You. And then a flat grey piece. Never use AliExpress, so I have no idea what they're like. The sets, well, any of these sets you get, I mean, it's like, say, this one, just move that away. They're all basically the same sort of generic pieces from like Lego. So they are fairly solid, standard Technic style brick on them ones. And the Nautics, they're about a quarter of the price, all because they don't have the Lego brand name stamped on the piece. And then you've got like this one, which is more of a substantial set. I think that black one cost me about £9. And I think this one cost me about 14. So you can see there's a bit more to it, and you've got a mixture of technical and standard brick of them. Now this one's from Temu, and the other one was from TikTok Shop, I think it was. But then you get where else is it? Oh wait. And then you got like the half size brick one, which I got off of AliExpress. So, and they're no different. Yes, this one's actually a half size brick one, which is slightly different to the micro brick. So you got 3 different scales of brick that you get. And that one I think cost me about £9. Now, if I was to buy that motorbike set, the white one, you're looking probably 100, 140 from Lego. The black one, probably about 50, 60, because it's a Technic set. And then you won't ever get anything like that from Lego, because Lego do not make military vehicles. The only thing they made, like military wise, was from the Marvel series, because they have the marketing, branding, and everything like the logos for them. So that's what they will basically do, because it's, and they get round it because they don't name it as a military or a fighting vehicle. They just basically class it as a helicarrier. So it's not causing any issues, sort of thing. But yeah, it's one of them. So like for price wise, I always, for the other sort of sets where it's like the big ships that I build. Hello, Lindsay. How are you, mate? I hope you're doing well. If you're not doing anything, Lindsay, you're more than welcome to come and join me for a bit. The link is in the chat somewhere, or I can put it in again. There we go. So if anybody does want to join me, feel free. Okay, next up we have what bits we got to do next. What we need is two of these, two white. I think we've all done that in the past, Sarah Jane, where we've sort of like permanently borrowed things. But yeah, I mean, I'll be doing a series of where once I've got it all washed, because when I had my youngest around here, he decided to use the Lego box as a toilet. So all the Lego pieces in that tub that I've got over there have to be washed. So I've got to wash them all yet. So what I've done is, if you ever go into Sainsbury's, they do the reusable bags, which are little net bags, and you can wash them and everything like that. So I thought, idea. Something sort of tweaks onto me. Wonder if I can nick a couple of them. So yeah, I thought, well, okay, I'll buy some mushrooms, because cooking fresh food all the time, you basically do this sort of thing. So each time I went into, I'd buy these mushrooms and get this bag for holding the veg. So what I'm going to be doing is slowly washing the Lego by putting bits into the bags and then putting them in through the washing machine as I sort of do them. You got to say, we'll be having me dinner shortly, but thank you for anyway, Ross. Hey, you're welcome, mate. What you having for dinner? That's more important now that you mentioned it. Oops, no, wrong. It's supposed to be. You got Jamesy saying hi to Lindsay. This one. Where are you going? You go on there, do you? We want you going to there. That's it. Right, then the wrong way around. That way around. That's it. And just notice the other ones. Put you the right way around. It usually helps. There you go. And so let's just have my phone. I'll check that in a minute. Oh, I've got that one correct. What's going on my phone? It's just reminding me that it's time to study. But yes, my studying I'll be doing all day tomorrow, so I'll make up for it there. Okay, that's that bit in. Now we have. Maybe that way for a second. We've got Lindsay saying hi to Jamesy as well as Sarah. We need you and then you. And these four. One. Ooh. Three. Four. So yeah, hopefully, as I said before, is my next build that I'll be doing. Let's see one minute. That one there. For like modelling wise, will be the big Titanic. So I've got a 1/200 Titanic upstairs. So yeah, I've got to get some paints in and everything because I'm going to need a lot of it to build that thing. So normally, as you know, with my model building, I just build brush painting, but because there's going to be quite a bit of the white section and everything like that, I will be using a rattle can on that, and the same as probably the hull for the black parts and the red. A lot of the interior will be hand painted. Yeah, I'm hoping so. So basically, you don't know what you're having for your din-dins then. So as far as you know, you could be ending up with roasted snake and turnips. Sounds lush. What we need next is new through that one, and down two of them. And I got these to put together as well. So I'll bring that back over. I'm going to put you like so. You like so, and you across the front there like so. Onto there. Onto there. And you onto there. And then these two white ones either side. Make sure. So that's what we're up to so far. Could be worse. Choc ice and chips with a few grub worms mixed in. Yeah, probably could. And you got Sarah Jane saying vegetables are only put on the plate for decoration. They're not fit for human consumption, by the way. I agree with you totally. That's why my freezer is full of just fresh meat. So I just cook the meat as I go along, and then I make curries, beef dinners with roast potatoes and Yorkshire pudding. But the roast potatoes are needed on a roast dinner. And chips. That's vegetable, I know, but it's a needed one because it goes well with steaks. When it comes to things like carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, peas, and that lot, no, yeah, unless it's cauliflower cheese. So, and any vegetable with cheese on it is good, especially cauliflower. You can't argue with that part. Cauliflower cheese, nom nom. And then we want 2, 3, 4, and then we want 2 pins. Saying, Lindsay, ice cream pancakes are delicious. They are indeed. Ice cream and pancakes, and then with maple syrups poured over the top, or chocolate sauce. Nom noms. Or even better, Nutella. Healthy diet of Nutella. And then go into there like so, and then put you into there, you into there, you're there, and then you there. And then this section goes onto there, like so. So no. Yorkshire puddings are for afters with warm golden syrup. Potatoes are best eaten raw. Love them that way. Yes, I'm weird. We all have that weird part in us, Sarah Jane. It makes us who we are and makes us a lot better for that. And you're going to like ice cream, pancakes, question mark. Yes, James boy. Ice cream pancakes. So basically you get a pancake, fill it with ice cream, then put a load of chocolate sauce, fold it up, sauce, sugar, nom, and then you just nom the whole down. That's if you don't end up with a sugar coma afterwards, that is. So yeah, that's how I do it anyway. And then you also have a side of ice cream as well with that, and then fresh cream on top, a lot, and maybe slice a banana up. And that is a ice cream pancake, and it is lush. It's Nom Noms Extreme. And we'll do this one now. Okay. So this one. There like so. Onto there like so. Next bit is that. And then we want 2 of these. Do that, and it straightens it all up. And then we want you going like so. And put you onto there like so, and then we want 2 more. Like so, and then one of them onto there. And then this. Ooh, why does that feel as though it's not working right? Something's not right there. Ah, that's why, because you've forgotten the other bit. That bit. That's better. That then goes yep, you have to hit it right way around. There we go. Into there. And I've done that upside down. There we go. Now we'll put you back in there. Ah, sorted. Got Sarah Jane saying, yes, first tried them in Greece, been hooked ever since. Never heard of them, lol. So, like you, wrap ice cream in a pancake. Yeah, but then you've got to put all chocolate sauce and everything like that on it. It's like, sugar coma toast. Yes, James boy, and add topping to your taste. Very much so. But you got like fresh cream, proper fresh, thick cream. Then you like do that. Then you put so you got your ice cream in your pancake. Drown it in Nutella. Fold your pancake over that. Then slather that in Nutella. Then you put your cream on top of that, and then you get the drizzled chocolate sauce. Go across that, and then you sort of sprinkle icing sugar or sugar over it, and then you have a side of ice cream with a load more chocolate sauce drizzled on that. Then slice a banana up, more chocolate sauce. That is what I call sugar coma toast, and it is like lush. And you're saying do a pancake, add 3 scoops of ice cream in the middle, fold the pancake over it, and add whatever you want. And he was going to say, well done, sounds good, so we'll have to give it a go. Definitely. It's one of those things in life that you have to just savour. You've got a mixture of like the pancake, the savoury and sweet together, and it's like, yeah, noms. Absolute non-noms. Okay, so next up we need that one. We need to go across there. We need to go onto there. You want to do. You want to do. And then we've got these two as well. There you go. That one's there. One's there. Where in the hell was that piece supposed to go in? Because that just doesn't make sense why we... It's very rare you get Lego leaving a brick that size. So it's just going to puzzle me the hell out of me now. Where I may have missed something. But everything looks right. Because we've also got 4 of these. And we're never usually left with that many. I know we normally get like the odd small pieces like that. Yes. But one big piece like that. And the other one. That is unusual. Let's turn that up. Cool. Ah, there we go. Like this there. It just doesn't make sense. And I've used all the pieces I need to. That one's in there. Confuses me. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind having the parts spare. They always come in handy. But when you're getting puzzled over to why you've got so many parts of these, especially these ones, we don't normally get left that many, or if any, ever, of these. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. We have added the brown bits in there. We've got one there. None I needed there. Put them in. Okay. Puzzling. But they go into the John Wick mug for the time being. And if I find out where I need them later, I will pull them out. So James, you can use whatever ice cream you like. So if you want to mix, match flavors, do so. Okay. Next up is bag 3. I think it's one of the main things. Need 2 short legs. little Titanic nameplates. This up there, stay there. My phone's starting to go whizzing again, buzzing around. Okay. Definitely not used these type of little bricks before. Let's see how they go. Two more from there. That's all of them. All those. One more. That's it. There we go. Okay. Hello. Hello. You and that goes on to there. And that one onto there. Next up, we need black 4, red 3, one each. One goes there. Grey 6. And those one of these. That one. Okay, then we need you and your you that one, another one of them. I'm going to pin into there like so. So next up is let's see how this goes together. There we go. We need one of you, and One of there. You onto there, you onto there. And you onto there. And supposedly you go over there like so. Different. Yeah. And then this goes onto there like so. That is different. Way of connecting it up. I suppose if it works, it works. Now we're actually doing the other side. I think no. So we need one of you. Turn it over. Spread free. One, two, three, four. Grey. Red. Grey. Blue. Grey. And then blue again. And then red 6. Last blue, grey, and then blue. And then that one. Like so. Okay, hello. 2, 3 blacks. What Jane was saying, trying to edit a video while watching this long. So what's your video editing about then? Anything good? You want there. You want there. There and on there and on there. Okay, so we want the template going there. Okay. Oops. There's you've got Sarah Jane saying, bit quiet as I'm painting for some stupid reason. The car I am doing for a grill build has become 6. Sounds like fun. That keeps you out of trouble, doesn't it, Sarah Jane? That's the main thing. Wait, you can get me there. Oh, and then that's there, and 2 more to there. One, 2 more. Oops. Done that wrong. Middle, yeah, model birch. There. Done that right. Yeah. There. 2 more of these. And 2, and then need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 of these. You in there, you in there. want 8 of these. Keep me out of trouble. I can get in trouble without even trying. No, you're not the only one there. Something like that. Next, we have these gaps to do. So we want 2 of these. 2. And 2 of these. 10 of these. I'm in one job. I had a member of the QC department reprimanded me for an error. And I said I'd love a written warning or 2, so he went for it. Then I explained I was away that week. Strike 1 to me. Serves them bleeding right. They want to make up crap. Yeah, I worked for a co-op on one occasion, and then like I said, tried to actually give me a reprimand for not facing up a certain shelving area. That's what I have done it. But yet, for some strange reason, that wasn't good enough for him. So she tried to make me sign a thing, so I refused to, basically, which then brought in the manager on the Monday morning, and he was end up having to choose then between sacking his deputy or sacking me, because the only way he could actually then get her out of trouble was by sacking me, which they did in the end, which I didn't mind, because I just basically put a claim in for unfair dismissal, which was upheld. So I ended up winning that argument, which basically served them right. Okay, so that's that bit all done. And you got so anything. Strangely, he never liked me after that. No, they generally don't if they lose an argument, or people. They usually end up having a hissy fit and run off crying to their mummies. That's that. It's coming together. I have to give it a good polish after I've done this. Next will be the other side, no doubt. Also, I have to do. Yep, it's the other side. Okay, so we need you. Oh, get on there. You onto there. Three. That right one. And you. like so. I got a verbal warning in the job. I soon had it rescinded though. Good on you. For some strange reason, they don't like it when you fight back. But I mean, you see, with co-op, the protocol is if you refuse to sign a disciplinary, and if it's handed out by a junior member, i.e., a deputy manager or something like that, they had this policy where they had to call in the manager to go through that complaint and to find out why the member of staff refused to sign it. Yeah, needless to say, she wasn't happy because I did that, because she thought she could get it signed quickly and stuff it in a folder and bury it to make herself feel really, really big and saying I am the I am sort of thing. Didn't work that way. But yeah, she left the job, I think, about 4 weeks later. And then I had the shop manager. He phoned me up and apologised for the fact that I got dismissed for her extremely bad behaviour. But there we go. I didn't mind. I mean, I just carried on working at my auntie's pub. So I had a job to go to. And then after that, I decided to start working for the paper mill that was local. So yeah, I never lost any money or sleep over it. But yeah, she tried to get re-employed in the local area and nobody would take her on. So it was when I worked for an American company. They liked team briefings every day. One part was saying people's errors, so I claimed everyone. In the end, he got so fed up it was dropped. Jamesy, I did the marginal managerial course and disciplinary courses. Always best to question things. It is indeed. Never let them get away with it. That's all I did anyway. And I made sure they didn't. And oh, that's why I missed that out. I missed the green one out. Missed you. So then that one. It's in the right place. That way. And that way. Flip it over. You go on the end. You want there. You want to there, and then you want to there. Good car on. There. One there. That one there. And you. And you and you. One there. That one there. And there. Mine was handed out by the boss, thought he knew better than me, but I'd been effectively doing my job for an other charity with my dad since I was 8. He found out I was right, and that was that lot. It's always good when you prove the boss wrong. But yeah, the manager of the local co-op where I was working at the time, he was more upset at the fact that he got taken to tribunal, and the fact that they subsequently ended up losing. So it didn't go down too well. That serves them right. If you want to make up bull BS excuses to discipline somebody, make sure you do it properly and have all the evidence you need, because she didn't. It's all basically because I actually faced up the shelving area she'd asked for, and I'd got it all done, and then I'd gone on and done other shelving units as well. So I'd actually worked for Safeways in Gibraltar before I moved to UK. And facing up shelving, you could do it pretty quickly and clear all cardboard and everything. And I'd worked at Safeways for sort of like 3.5 years. So you basically pick up to do things fairly quickly. And the fact that she was a larger woman and very, very slow at her job, I'd gone and done it, but then she sort of like complained, oh, why? Because I ended up standing around doing not a lot afterwards and just chatting to other members of staff, so she got upset about it. And I just basically couldn't care less. Me and a friend would cause lots of mayhem with room reports, got to do bad. The managers called a warehouse meeting and wanted to know who started it all. I stuck my hand up saying it was me. The warehouse manager told me to put my hand down and stop mucking about. And with the real person causing the mayhem speak up. Great days. Yeah, it's always good when you can do stuff like that. Okay. And that's the other side piece done. Moving to there like so. And connect you all up. And there we go. So we've got that side done now with the Titanic name on it. And the same on that one. I had a bit of a reputation, not sure why. Looking back, yeah, I was troubled but changed nowadays. My problem is I tell it as I see it. Honest and blunt though. Yeah, I'm exactly the same on that one. A lot of people, especially nowadays, they don't seem to like it when you actually talk to people bluntly and honestly. For some reason, a lot of people get upset about that. And I'm like, well, go cry a river. I think today's society has got extremely woke. And need to grow a pair, basically. Ow, fingers. And there. Okay. You got Sarah Jane saying, so do I, Jamesy, but that's mostly the autism in me. That's looking good. Cool, Ross. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's getting there. I mean, you think this is only the first three sets of bags. So, yeah, it's certainly coming along, as they say. Now, which way around does that go? This way. We have that one on top, so I want this one first. Yep, so I'm just going to go into there like so. Turn it around and put you. Have I done that? No, it's the wrong way around. Let's put that way up. Get it right, Ross. There you go. And that one onto there. Josh is saying, I'm here and still listening in the background. I'm having to use my phone to edit pics and then send them to the laptop while I'm trying to get them in order. I need them to be in. And Josh is saying, hi, Sarah Jane, and hi, Kenny. So that's that. I think that's bags 4. Well, bags 3 is completed. So now we need bags 4, which is going to be these two. And we've got Pirate 1980 in saying, I'm blown away from your amazing job you are doing, mate. I'm 5 pages from finishing up bag 20 on my rear big clock tower or Big Ben. Oh, nice. Well, it's nice to see you joining us, Pirate. Thank you very much for joining. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying, I'm woke, but I use the actual meaning of it, which is to wake up as to what is happening and speak up, but some take it too far, and now woke is a slur word, unfortunately. Very true. And yeah, it's sadly society of today, it's gone down the pan. I mean, if you were to turn around to some of these people and call a spade, they would have a 10-hour discussion as to why you shouldn't be calling it a spade, but it is something else, or you should call it a shovel. And then you'll get that group, the same thing happening with the group saying, oh, well, the shovel's not a shovel, it's a spade. And you'll go round and round in circles. But that is modern society. And it doesn't matter what you do or what you say, they'll always have something to say about it and say the wrong things, which is nothing unusual. Right, sweeties. Got Sarah Jane saying hi to Pirate, and then we've got Graham Baldwin saying evening. Good evening, Graham. And you got Pirate saying I will be getting my back at Notre Dame or pair set soon in the post. Oh, very nice. And we've got Sarah Jane saying hi to Graham. And you've got Graham saying hi to SJ. Now, Graham, if you want to come and join us, mate, you can do. The link is in the chat. And anybody else that wants to join him on the stream, you're more than welcome to. So the link is in the chat, so just click on that, and all you need is a camera and a microphone. Oh, the first bits of string. Three. I think this is only section 4 of the first section, and there's another. They go up to bags 12, I think. Yeah, bag 12. Some of the bag sections have got 2 lots in, some of it's got the 1. So, keeping it with you. So there's a lot of pieces. Well, I'm probably going to go for about another half an hour or so. Because we need him to stop and get something to eat. And I've got homemade curry for dinner. So I've got to pull out some stuff from the freezer. So I'm going to have to basically defrost something that I've already got. I think I've actually got a tub of curry in the fridge ready to get scoffed. So I will be chowing down on that fairly soon. Because sweet will only fill it up so much. And unlike my usual way of building, I am going to be starting to take a bit more time with this one because I don't want it to rush it. I'll be getting my, the pirate saying I will be getting my back of Notre Dame of pears set soon in the post. Nice. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying hi to Graham. Graham saying hi to Sarah Jane. And you've got Sarah Jane saying Ross Graham would come on, but he's too busy building his model camel plane that he has for his live streams. That he only builds off stream, now sits back and waits to come back. That's if you don't actually get somebody else to do it for him, you see. That's what I think. I think he secretly has somebody else screwing away building this plane for him, and he comes up like, "Oh yeah, this is what I've done, but we'll build that as a lie later on." Oh, we've got some black wieners. Yeah. Yeah, on there. Some strange reason I thought my cat had come in there. He hasn't. I'm losing the plot. I'm seeing things. Help. Mind you, it probably has something to do with the fact that I haven't slept for 2 days. The fun and games of insomnia. Sarah Jane saying Graham is new to live streams and hasn't realised that build streams means you build it on the stream and not off it. And just say, here's what I've done. You mean you can't use the Boost Peter Special line? Here's what I built earlier. Or here's what I made earlier. So he's not allowed to use that line. Excuse. Okay, let's get these last few bits sorted. And then we can carry on building. But then again, Sarah Jane, I suppose when you get to Graham's age, you've got to go do things beforehand to make sure you remember to do them. Where's the last one? I thought it should be on there. There it is. Yeah. Now we can get going here. You got Sarah saying, "Careful, Ross. I'm older than him, older than Graham, but an easy mistake as he hasn't weathered as very well." Yeah, dear. Okay. Now we get to put the decking on this. By the looks of it. You onto there. You onto there. These two. There and there. And you there. And that one there. Yeah, it seems I can't help being trouble. And they're all that. Just makes the game go far better. They're definitely coming together. I'm getting some weight to it now. Next. Okay. So we need one of you. Go on there. One there. All done. These two going onto there and there. You along back like so. Sim. Next up is that one there, that one there. You on there and you onto there. I didn't mention that. Yes. My mistake. There we go. Put you into there where you're supposed to be. And we need a lot of these things going on. Okay, so we want come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we want the light grey block with the sticky out bit. There is that one. You want there, but we want one of the blocks like so, and that one onto there. So you're saying you've certainly done a lot on that. Seems every time I look up, there's a new ship you're doing. Yeah, it's coming together really quickly, but I mean, there is some fair weight to that already, which I'm quite surprised about. That one there. That one there. Got onto there and you onto there. 2 grey ones. Where are you? There you are. You onto there. You onto there. these two, because that's going to go there and there. And there and there. And two into there. And another two. On top of sheet. Like so. And those two go into there. And I want you. And then one of the little boxy things. There it is. That goes there. And then you go to there. Now this one, by the time I finish this stage, it should have this mast coming up and the string, first bit of string on it. So hopefully we'll carry on until I've got this stages done. And then I'm going to take a break. I may be back on again later. Depends how I feel. But if you think about it, the amount of pieces I put into this is probably equal, with plus these ones here, equal to one whole set already, if not more. Okay. So we need these two. Go like so. And you onto there. And you're there. Yeah, well, hopefully I've got a wall right here beside me, and it's just got one picture of Captain America at the moment. But I'm going to be taking that down and putting shelves all the way up there, so that this can then sit onto it. And then I'm going to add some lighting on the shelves just to help shine things up, LED lighting. So yeah, that should help. Where are you? Wiggies, where are you? There you are. So that one go onto there like so. You go onto there like so, and then I want and over these. Cool. And then we want one, two, and three, and two the ones that are up. Yeah, I'm putting it's gonna be like the floating shelf brackets, but they're basically two metal rods that go into the actual plank of wood, but they have a metal bar that sort of goes along the back, and with 2 metal rods coming up through it. So they'll be then routed into the piece of wood, and those bars then securely fixed to the wall. So it just looks like a floating piece of wood, but it'll have like 4 bars going into the wood and at least 4 screws going into the wall. So yeah, they will be affixed fairly solidly to the wall, especially with this, because it's going to go into a case which will have a scenic background to it of the hopefully for finding the postcards and everything from the Titanic. I think they're in the drawer in my bedroom. I know I've seen them around, or they might be in the drawer upstairs in my man cave. So I think they are actually, but I'll bring them down for next week, or I might bring them down for the later on stream today, and then I can show what I sort of plan to do with them. Got these 2 bits. That's it. That's empty one. Here we go. Okey-dokey. Need one of you. You. Push that down into that. There. And you. Yeah. Why do I have a funny feeling? Oh, they have. That be not good. Thought something was off. Not good, not good. You've sent me 2 pieces the wrong side. Damn it. And it sent me 2 left pieces. Extra instead of 2 right. Here. Hopefully that shouldn't affect the build too much at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to have to sort that out now. That be not good. Definitely not good. Okay. You do. It's slightly annoying when that happens, but not much I can do about it. So I'm just going to have to grin and bear it until I can get into Leeds, and hopefully the new shop will be open, because yeah, but you'd have thought when you're sort of spending this sort of money on a kit, they'd definitely make sure that they put the right pieces in. But again, accidents happen, mistakes happen. We just have to figure a way of dealing with them. Clanker. So the two pieces that go in there, but as you can see, they're the wrong way around. And you've got Joshua saying, right, I think I've figured this out. Which piece is missing? There's not missing pieces. They put two pieces in the wrong side. These are left side pieces. They should be right, so they can go into there. But these are on that side. I had a feeling when I was sorting them that might happen. It didn't look like that way. And you got Sarah Jane saying, Joshua, are you sure you? As I think it's the other button, the one over there. Yeah, you know you did. And Sarah Jane saying, say it's a collision damage, Ross. Tempting. But no, it wouldn't look right. But no, I'll just go in and have a word with them, or I'll contact Lego, because it's slightly annoying, but I don't think it's going to stop the build for the time being. We should be able to carry on, because it's two of the deck pieces there, and we build up around it, not actually onto the deck just yet, I don't think. But we'll see. Just to be annoying though, isn't it, really, when you think about it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, James. Where it is them two pieces there, they shouldn't really affect the build, because as far as I know, we don't really build anything on there at the moment. And if I do, it's going to be outside of what's going to come up on the edges for the railings and everything. So it shouldn't really have any major effect or whatever onto this build. So yeah, because I think once we get these, will go on to sort of like there and there. So it's going to look something along those lines with the yellow tab. When it goes through, I'm just going to stick them there. They're probably in the wrong place now, my luck. But hey ho. I think that's all done so far, bitch. Missing a page. Okay. Wank anchor chain, which is that one. Two of them. And you. You and you. one there. Onto there. You then go on to there. I need 2 more wieners. And these 2 things. So these go into there like so. Carry. Up there, up there. Need 2 of these. Come here. And put you onto that. You onto there. Yay! Hankers away! Josh is saying, is that the big red one, Sarah Jane? The one with the sign below it that says, do not push. Okay, I'll try it. JC, may some spares. Hay has lots that have walked under his bench. And you got Sarah Jane saying, that's the one, Joshy. Don't press this. This is always the button to press. Now remember to jump while doing it, though. Generally jump on the tablet while you're doing it. That should then solve the issue. So we've got to go one down that side, one down that side, and then you. So you're telling me that goes all the way in there. So that's. That's going to go into there, like so. Right, get off. Like so. And that onto there, like so. I've got to go down to being flat, so why don't you go in flat? Okay, come here. Why aren't you going onto that area? What I'll do is just if I take that off carefully, gives me better access to that. Aha, gotcha. There we go. And then put you back into there. Put you into there. And we'll stick you back on. Where there's a will, there's a way, as they say. Put you all back onto there. And that's you back to that. Go. There we go. And you got James Boy saying, remember they sometimes place fake buttons with don't press the button signs, as they know no one can resist to press a button that says don't press log. Jamesy, now that is downright unfair. Okay, so that's that. Next, we're going to do the railings by a little bit, or partially the railings. Let's see. Yep. So we need that one, and that one, and then we want that one. Put that onto there, and then we do the same with this one. And then we want you and you. Just bring you over. That one. Need one of you. Not you. And you. There. That one. You win. That one. That one. Okay. Next is 3. One. 8. And you also like that, and then like that. Next, I want all these. Okay, so that's them two done. What's that going to say? If you can press the proper button, that must have been repressed, and below something up. You never know, might can happen. People may get hurt. Very impressible. Very irresponsible. So this can go this way around. Like so. This one then goes like so. Aha. Oh man, that was smart. Got to admit, it does look good. So yeah, it's not going to really affect what I'm going to build there. And I don't know what's going to be filling in that section there. But we'll find out at some point. No doubt. Okay. So yeah, there's only going to be a few things that are going to. I'm going to use 2 of them. There's supposed to be 4 of them. And get them ready, but then they'll go into the cup until I can get them sorted. Move on to there. you go onto there. And these two are going to go into the John Wick mug for the time being. And we want 4 of these. You. And you. You and you. Get you two on there. And get you onto there. Then we've got the big straws, which are these ones. And then we want the two, one of them and one of these. I'll put you into that side. You into that side. And we push all you down like so. And then put you onto there like so. We then have, I suppose, what looks like something like a railing. And there we go. Now this one we need slightly different ones. Like so. We come here. And then we have if you compress, and we've got James. That is looking well smart as well. It is, and I'm actually liking it a lot now. So as I said, it's just a shame about those 2 bits there, but once I get them replaced, I'll be fine. And you've got Stephen Haynes Models in saying, hi Ross, so good evening Sue, and welcome to the stream. And you've got James Boy saying hi to Stephen, and then Stephen saying hi to Jamesy. Yeah, it's just a pity about them 2 pieces, but as I said, it's not really going to affect the build from what I can see for the time being, so yeah. I'll quite happily leave as is. For the time being, and then we'll get to rectify it later, no doubt. You onto there, and then you onto there. So yeah, it is really beginning to look smart. Talk to me. And you've got Sarah Jane saying hi to Stephen. Okay, next up we have, we've got that cranny thing, haven't we, to build to go on the front. So we need one of you and one of you onto there like so. And you've got you. That way. You like that. And then we want one of you right up onto it like so, and then you going onto there like so. And one of you. Why? One of you onto there. Then you into there. And then you. One of you. So I'm going to put you onto there. And you onto there. We have you go onto there. And you going into there. you. That's it. And that one comes over. That one goes up. And that goes like so. Okay. We have what looks like a crane. Move you out to one side a minute. Make it a bit easier to see what I'm doing. Okay, so that then goes onto the front, which is there. Like so. Okay, next we have, what are we doing here? Oh, we're doing the 2 deck cranes by the looks of it next. Oh, excuse me. So first of all, we need these 2. We need these. One you that way, one you that way. That one there. That one there. That one there. And then we want that one there. That one there. You, and then you. And then we need that one in. Come here. You, and you in. You. That one there. And we've got these 2. Put you ones there. You ones there. And we've got 2 little cranes. Here again, had to go to the post office. Fair enough. Now, nice to see you back. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying, got my food arriving soon, so I'll be quiet for a bit. Okay. And we've got Stephen saying, hi, William. And then we've got James was saying hi again to William. And then Sarah Jane saying, I hope you didn't get stamped on Dioka. And you've got Dioka saying hi to Stephen. So we now turn this is sweet. So we have put you onto there like so. Put you there. That one's there. Put you over. There we go. And that's the 2 cranes on. Yeah. So it's looking better and better each time. Getting there nicely. Next, we're going to be building the mast. By the looks of it. We have one of you for the time being. Then we want 2 of you. 1 and 2. Then we've got you going into there, and you going up underneath. So that's going to be the crow's nest. Now, what there would have been actually a light in there, or coming up the bottom here, if I had the lighting set, which is what annoys me. But hey ho, can't win them all. Maybe that way, bring these. They're going to be spare parts. What I do need is put you over here so we know where you are. And bring you all down. So we're going to be needing all these now. 1, 2, 3, and then we want 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so that's the mast. Next up, we need this one. Like so. And put you into there like so, and then you go there. Put that one into there, and that one. Oh, no. No, built that one. Okay, so that one's got to go. Let's get this right. This one's got to go into here. And there's one of you. Then that one. No. I will get this started around a minute. There we go. Then you into there. And then you onto there. That's better. And then you go on to wrong way around. Right way around. There we go. Like so. And that goes into there. Bloody hell. Next. So now we have the 2 flays to do, which is these 2 on here. That's that one, and then the stars and stripes, that one. So that one goes do 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 like so. So we've got one little flake. And that one goes into there. So we have 2 little flaggies. You go, you go. Hang on a minute. That one goes onto there. That one goes onto there. This one's there. You can cut out down a piece. That's strange. It doesn't tell you how to connect this piece on. But there's got to be something. Oh, that's why. I can see it now. That's not the right piece. So that's definitely going to join onto something like that. Like so. But effectively, there's nothing that can effectively join onto, which is puzzling me a bit. And where that bit goes, I don't know. To this. You connect it then. I've just got a funny feeling this string piece yeah, I hate it when they do this. Oh no, I've got to get a sharpie pointy thing out. Preferably do that, stabbing myself. Ha. Success. Okay. See, it doesn't show how to connect this to this anywhere. Which is puzzling at its best. So, I've got a funny feeling that it's going to go something along these lines here, like so. Then that joins on. So it's going to go something like that. Then and that's going to join onto there like so somehow. Because there is a red piece down further down into the actual thing that it could sit onto respectively, but it just doesn't show anything. That's the weird part about it. It doesn't actually show. Now will that go onto there? No, it's not going to fit onto this, so it's going to have to go around the other way. Okay. So we know that's going to fit to there. Then we know I'm just surprised it doesn't show how to fix this flag on anywhere. I'm sort of taking a punted guess here. Put you under like so, then you like so. And that looks about right. And it looks like it's going to fit on there. Ah, it has. Yay! Okay, let's move you forward slightly. And that's going to come off of there a minute. You go up through there and then on there. Success. That's not good. No way of getting you to stand up. Yeah, perfect. That'll do. Okay, so I'm going to have to change camera to show you where it's got up to so far. But we do have the first section completed. And what we'll do, spare bits, we'll put them in there for the time being, out of the way. Got my food growing thing right over here. And then got you didn't get stamped on there. Still William saying hi to Stephen and just saying hi to Sarah Jane. Nope. So we'll change camera because it's going to be a bit easier to see. And we have 7 people. So if you enjoyed the stream, please hit the old thumbs up. See, it does help with the old algorithms, as I said. Be much appreciated. What's going on there? Refresh that a minute. And so we'll change camera. Come on, where are you? There you are. Yeah. So there we go. So this is where we have so far. We have the mast, the bow section. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that. As I said, just annoyed that we've got those bits missing, but as I said, I'll get them swapped out and get them other bits put back in. And because it's not, oh, that was clever. Typical. You're supposed to stay strong, you silly thing. What's that come out of? Oh, I see. You and right. That's strange. There we go. That's your one there. Where's the other next one? You're down here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Put you back in the position. That is weird. Why is on that? I don't know. But there we go. I'm sure we can put it back together. There we go. Sorry. So I'll hold it from there. So yeah, looking pretty darn good so far. Anybody saying that has really taken shape? Well, it had lol. Yeah. And you got just saying, I've been here, dude, listening in. I've been editing a few things for tomorrow. That's looking good, dude. And you got Joshua B saying, hey, Dorker and Stephen. So yeah, what time are we on now? Cool. I started at 3:30. So we've done nearly 4 hours streaming. So yeah. So the next thing is we bag 5, which is working on this section, which will be the first funnel and part of the bridge and everything by the looks of it. So that'll be the first section we're going to be working on. So oh, it's making me so happy doing this. I'm like a big kid when it comes to doing this, because Lego, even when I was a kid, it always excited me because you could build whatever you wanted in your imagination. And back then, it wasn't, you didn't get sets like this, which was hyper realistic sets. You basically got these block square things, and you had to make guns out of them. You made whatever you wanted from them, and it'd be like really just expression what it is that way. But I love it. Always have done, always will do. I mean, if I'd probably got into building Lego more than building models, I'd probably have spent the same amount of money what I spent on my modeling area on just models on the Lego. But I would only probably buy majority of pure Lego sets, and that money could have gone that way. But it would probably cost me about 10 times more than what I've actually spent on my modeling. But then again, probably not. So I think I've still got, after all what went on, I sold nearly 200 kits, and I've probably still got another 500 upstairs still. So yeah, I've still got a fair stash up there to do. So yeah, now I might take a break for a bit, and I may well be back, because other than I don't think there's anybody else on tonight, so not that I can remember anyway. Joshy, is anybody else streaming tonight? Because if not, I may go and get myself some din-dins and then jump back on. Come on, Joshy, wake up and answer me a question. Is there anybody else streaming tonight? Let's have a quick look. I don't know if, in my opinion, I don't think there is. Should be just me. Oh, TBG is doing a premiere at the moment. By the looks of it. But that isn't. That's not a live thing. Oh, the Busy Builder. He's actually building models at the moment. He's doing the Dash Rec 116 SD KF Z 234 Puma. Then we've got yes, I'm looking. You got Moss at 8 p.m. with Airfix and Chill. Apart from that, no one, dude. Okay, so yeah, I may just pop back on. There's a guy that I watch. He's in America. He's called the Busy Builder. Now, the stuff that he builds, well, it's pretty darn good. Yeah, as I said, he's doing a 1/16 scale SD KFZ 234 Puma, and he's on day 2 of it. And the detail in that set is absolutely amazing. And if you've seen him, if in his past work, he does absolutely stunning work. So yeah, go and give him a look if you haven't seen him. The Busy Builder, Dazrek. And at the moment we do have TBG doing a Bandai Star Wars 1/72 B-Wing Starfighter build update part 1, and that's a premiere. So that means Sarah Jane can give him some grief because it's a SW instead of ST. There we go. And we've got River Davis back. So good evening to you. Yep, that's all I can see. And Moss Model's on at 8. So yeah, I may pop back on in a bit. You got Roman Bricks has got one up for 9:30, and he's doing a May the 4th be with you special. Fair enough. Why? Oh, sure. Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah. No, he streamed an hour ago. Did Roman Bricks? I didn't realise he was streaming. Otherwise, I would have stopped for a bit. Sure, worry about that. And I said normally I stop if somebody else's stream that I visit. It's not nice to stream over them. But yeah, I didn't. Where are you? Oh, he has got it. Yeah. So now by all accounts, he was streaming about an hour ago for an hour and a half. So. Okay. So we'll probably all go over to Roman Bricks. He's up and running. Let's see. It will be in 21:30. So yeah, 96 minutes, just over an hour and a half. So yeah, pop over to him, give him some love, and give him a good thumbs up for building. And I may pop over there myself after I've gone and had some din-dins. So give me thumbs up for that, and then I'll pop in and say hello there. So I will say bye-bye for now. Take care, have fun, stay safe, crack on building. Bye-bye for now. Wait, get out of the way a minute.